What is happening? Today, we are going to talk about how I am making passive income in my sleep using AI and how you could just basically clone my system and start making money with AI. And so, let me just show you this real quick. I'm just going to show you this checklist that I have. Boom. Let me just show you there. And you can go grab this checklist at aiprofitchecklist.com. And one bit of advice that I'm going to give you right off the bat. Just so you know, my name is Jonathan Dunkerley. You can call me Dunk. It's my nickname. And one thing that I want to just say right off the bat is if you see me doing something, there's a reason that I'm doing it and it actually works. It makes me money. And again, I'm not giving you financial advice on that. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. So if you want the results that I'm getting, which they work, then just copy what I'm doing. If you're in a different niche, adapt it for your niche. But I'm giving you the blueprint in order to have success doing what I'm doing. And I could explain to you exactly how that makes me money and how you could do the exact same thing so it can make you money with AI. Because if you ask me, AI is really going to be the way that most of our content is going to be created moving forward, aside from what I'm doing right now, which is having a live conversation with you. We're having a live conversation, hanging out one on one, just hanging out with you. And I think that this is the way that a lot of content creators are going to really be creating in the future versus creating edited content, because I feel like AI is going to get to a point where even it edits all of our videos, which is already doing that pretty well so far, but it's just going to get better. So, if you do want this checklist, again, go grab it. I'm going to quickly just share this out in my school community. If you want to join the school community, that's a great place for you to ask me questions or come and hang out on these lives with me. Here, let me just adjust this. I'm a few more days of not having my setup, and then I'm going to be back at home, and then I'm going to be back at my desk with not using this. But hey, this is a good point. I'm in an attic visiting family and I'm just still creating content. So I'm going to share this out in my school. If you do want to join the school, it's completely free. I don't charge for it. It is school.com/wealth on autopilot. Feel free to jump in there. And if you have questions, just come on, where did you go? If you have questions, come in there and ask me questions. I'm happy to share, and I'm happy to share exactly how this system works and how it makes me money more so. So if you do want to see more videos like this, just let me know in the comments. Just drop a yes. Just let me know that you want to see more videos like this, so I continue to make content like this that helps you make money with make passive income with with AI tools and basically generating leads with AI. Cool. So, all right. And again, if you want this, just go to aiprofitchecklist.com and I'm going to explain exactly how this funnel works. And again, if you want to use a different niche, if you're like, I'm not promoting AI, I nerd out about that stuff. So I love just talking about it because I enjoy learning about it. I enjoy sharing with you what I've learned. So that's my thing. So, but if you are in a different niche, it's not that hard to take this exact blueprint that I'm giving you for free and have ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever your AI bot of choice is, chatbot, and have it rewrite it and have it kind of updated. I keep on using the example of being like a dog trainer. What I focus on is recurring affiliate income, because then I don't necessarily have to charge people as much directly. If you want one-on-one time, I could charge for that, but now I don't have to actually charge you to show you what I'm doing. I could just give it to you for free. And I just love the fact that I can just give this away for free. And then, hey, go rip me off. Go copy me. Once you have this checklist, let me show you this. You hit file, and it's just a Google Sheet, by the way. It's just a Google Sheet. You download it, you save it to your computer, it's yours. I would recommend making 2 copies. 1 copy, you just hit make a copy, have that for yourself, because then you could just mark all these checks, just like, I'm done, I did this, check. I created my email autoresponder, check, check, or whatever it is. And if you use another tool already for this stuff, all good. Just go ahead and use that tool. I'm just giving you examples of what I'm using. But if you have something else that you're already using, go use that 100%. I'm just showing you what I'm using. And if you decide to use the same thing, then I might be able to monetize through that. But if you don't, hey, I'm happy to help you for free. So, and there's so many other ways to monetize as well. But So if you do that, just save it, and then you could just drop this checklist into ChatGPT and say, hey, I have this checklist for this. Can we adapt it so it would work for this niche? And you'd be able to adapt it for that niche. And then you'd have this really good lead magnet that you could give to people when they opt into your email list. And that's really the way that you're going to be making passive income. You have recurring affiliate income, and then you grow this asset called an email list. You could also collect phone numbers too. That's another powerful way to do it. But you can collect emails. And I do this like really on autopilot. Let me show you this real quick. I use this tool right here, right here. So I collect the email right here. Go High Level is the one that I'm using. And again, if you're using something else, power to you. You do you. I support you. And then if you want to clone that automation funnel that I have, I'm always just updating this automation funnel right here where it says clone my automation. Just click that and you can clone it whether you have signed up through my Go High Level or not. You can go ahead and just grab my funnel. Power to you. Grab it. And then I also automate, post a lot on Facebook pages. I post a lot on these Facebook pages. And the reason why I do that is because now I can post, you could have you could be an admin on multiple Facebook pages, and Meta platforms don't mind if you post duplicate content. But things like YouTube and TikTok, they don't want you to ever post duplicate content. So you need to constantly modify it. But you could take with Facebook pages and post the same thing to all of them, which could be like lead generation content created by AI tools. And then you're going to be able to bring people into your automation, which then you are able to give them, for instance, what was I saying? Then you could give them get them into your email sequence. They can get them into your checklist if you're doing the same thing that I'm doing. But in the end, what it really does is it's just using AI to automate lead generation. What I did with this tool right here, so I'm just working my way down real quick. So I'd say make sure that you have a Facebook page, Facebook profile, and then also a YouTube account, because if you're making video, put it on YouTube as well. You're not going to, YouTube's going to be much slower to grow, but you might as well keep on growing it while you're growing the other platforms that go a little bit faster. I always look at YouTube as an asset built on borrowed land. YouTube owns your channel. Just keep that in mind. You don't own a YouTube channel, but by sending the traffic from other platforms like social media platforms like Facebook or it could be Instagram, it could be YouTube, it can be Twitter, X. I'm also testing this out on Blue Sky, and it's actually doing really well. And so what I could do is I could take this content and kind of syndicate it to a whole bunch of different places, a bunch of different platforms. And then just on the Facebook one pages, you kind of could duplicate it a little bit more, but duplicate it to a whole bunch of different platforms. And then I use a tool called Radaar, which is right here, easy AI poster. If you wanted to use Radaar to post to multiple platforms at the same time, let me just bring it up right now so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So let me bring it up. Come on. There we go. So here we are in December. I swiped everything clean so I could show, I showed a live example of me uploading all this stuff. What Radaar does is I'm able to upload a whole bunch of content all at once. I scheduled this out. Take a look at this. This is really cool. Did this not get posted? Oh, no. It didn't get posted. Let me fix this. This was my post from the other day. I thought it scheduled it. I guess I put the wrong date. Well, I'll just show you this live actually. So if I wanted to schedule something, so this is a live that I did and I cut it up a little bit. And now if I wanted it to be posted, what I would need to do is adjust the date. So I'm going to adjust it to, why don't we adjust it to, what's today? The 2nd. And right now, for me, it is 11:48 a.m. So why don't we make it at how about 11:50? And we'll come back to this in just a minute. I want it to be the 2nd. And hit apply. So now if I wanted to schedule that, I'll just show you. So this is a long form piece of content that I'm repurposing to Facebook pages as well and scheduling it. And because people might see this on the Facebook pages. It's going to get me leads. And you don't have to go live like I'm doing. You don't have to do this. It's just I'm doubling down, and I love having a hangout time with you, and I enjoy this. If this isn't your thing, I use StreamYard to do this, so I could easily repurpose it with tools like Descript, which all of those are available in that checklist, by the way. But now, if I go to January 2nd, let me actually refresh. So I just added that in there. Where did that go? I don't know where I just put it. Gotta love it when something disappears live. That's what it was. I put the wrong month. February. I went in January. There we go. At 11:50 a.m. Update. There we go. Man, it kept on updating it to February. What's going on? Oh, it's because I kept on clicking. That was on me. Let me add one more minute, and then I'll just show you this live. Hit publish. There we go. All right. So now it's right here. And that's going to be posted to a whole bunch of different Facebook pages, as well as I'm also posting it and testing it on Blue Sky right here, which if you could see, I don't have, this is something new that I'm testing, and it's just starting to slowly get some followers, but these are platforms that you could post the same content to over and over again. And then using tools like Radaar, you're able to double down on the effort that you're putting in. And then if you look right here, I mean, like, here's January, February. I have at least 2 posts every single day, and I'm actually starting to generate some more short form content like reels, and those are also going to be posted every single day. Every single day. Look, April, May, June. So I have it posted, like scheduled all the way to the end of June right now. And the way that I do that is I don't actually just go in here and schedule them one at a time. I use something called a CSV file, which if you come here to on Radaar, and if you want to use Radaar, my affiliate link is Easy AI Poster. That's also in it's also in the checklist. So this is the idea, is like, I'm just giving you all the different things that you need in order to do this. If you want to skip something, if you want to do this all manually, I started that with those Facebook pages and stuff like that. And I did them all manually for a while. It takes a long time to go through every single Facebook page and schedule everything one at a time. I just like to be able to have one thing and just schedule it for a long period of time and not think about it. It's worth the cost of the tool because it makes me more money it makes me enough money that that I don't that it covers the cost of the tool is the idea. So I understand if you need to do things, you're either paying with time or money. I understand if you need to do things manually for a little while, but as you start to actually automate, is ChatGPT? Okay, yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you how to make money with ChatGPT. So, what platforms am I posting onto? So I am posting onto with Radaar. I'm posting mainly to Facebook pages, and then I'm testing it out on Blue Sky, and then I unfortunately I can't manually schedule these out onto Facebook personal profiles. So I actually just post that. If I want to, I post that manually. But what I've been doing for that is anytime that I have a Facebook profile post, if I want to post that manually, I could just go over here to Radaar and schedule it out to all the other platforms. And it goes also to my Facebook pages, as well as it goes to my Facebook profile, Blue Sky profile. And then if you want, you could also just post it on X, but that's a completely different type of platform. You could still get leads there, but it's a very, very different dynamic. So point is that I generated all of these things with AI, all of them. Like everything was generated with AI. So if you go down this path, like I'm going to just show you right here, what I do is I create projects in ChatGPT. So like here's even today's SEO. So look, I gave it the title that I was going for, and it created a SEO rich title, a description for that. And I find the title through a tool that I've been using called Spotter. And they recently had a giveaway, but they just wrapped up, which this is a really cool tool. It helps me find really good thumbnails, really good titles, really good ideas that are already trending and doing really well. But I use that. Boom. It helps me find the titles and stuff like that in here. Making sure I'm showing the right page. And then I have it generate me this description and the tags. And then I could also do stuff with the high levels social planner. You could do that with high level as well. But I find that that it doesn't post to as many places. I can't get it as syndicated as Radar. High level is great too, but I prefer to use Radar just because I could syndicate it to way more places, and I find that it posts them kind of sporadically when things go out, and that way that when they post, it doesn't flag them as like repeat content or just, and it also uses different IPs, so it's not looking like it's posting from the same platform. I've been using Radar for a long time now, and I've always gotten engagement from those posts. I get leads from those posts, and so it's the one that I would prefer. But if you prefer the high level version, then you could use that one. But I'm just in like I prefer Radar out of those two. I use high level for other things, but not for posting. Please put the description with a link. There is all the description has links. Like if you see like here, right here, this is an example. The first link goes to my checklist, and then below that, there's also other links to things like my school, which you can come and ask questions if you're not able to answer the questions here on this live. And then it also has some other affiliate links that I recommend. But the links are all in the description of this on YouTube. So if you need to go to YouTube, it's youtube.com/@etoolbox if you're watching this on X. But if not, the link is right up on the screen. You can type that into your browser as well. So point is that this is how I get for the live streams, and I get it. Not everybody wants to go live. So let me just show you exactly what I'm doing when I'm not doing lives. I use this. I generate Facebook profiles, Facebook page profiles, and I gave it some examples of titles that I want, and I pick one, and it gives me a short bio, and then I want it to be a little shorter because it has limited characters. I made a few notes, and it started generating a title. Like again, if you're doing a different niche, just adjust this to your niche. And then here's the banner, and I was happy with that. And I created a Facebook page, and then I went down the list. Oh, here's another one. Go another one. I created another one. Now here's another one. I made some notes on it. I said, I want it to be a little different. Oh, put the guy on the left side or the right side. Here's a few more notes. And I was happy with that. And down the line, I kept on creating all of the information that I need for a Facebook page. And you don't need to create these all at once. I think I have like 20 of them that I'm running right now that I post to every single day. And they consist of a couple different things. So I use ChatGPT to help me create prompts to create image posts that actually get me leads. So I'll start with the image leads. So let me just find the tab. Sorry, I got a whole bunch of projects that I'm working on. Here we go. So what I did here is I found an image, like images that are already, is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. So I find an image like a marketing image that is already working online. That's already working. So if you wanted to go grab my posts, go grab my posts and then do this reverse engineering. And so this is Chase. He does something called he has I can't speak, a channel called Shineify, and he teaches a very similar pattern of what I'm teaching, like a similar thing. And I learned this from him. And you take this and you put the image into ChatGPT or your project of choice. I created a custom GPT to basically give it an example of what I like. So once I started creating image prompt that I like, I'll I'll tell it to create a custom GPT and I'll drop it into the project and it will have custom instructions. But even if you just drop this in here, you could say analyze this image and title, write me a prompt to generate the same image using an AI image generator. So whatever AI image generator you're using, this character is an image, and the image is called Jonathan. And the reason why I tell it the name is because I'm using a tool called Replicate, where I cloned my face and I could put my actual face into these images. And that way, when you see it, it's not just some random, AI generated robot or a generic image. And so now I'm creating these prompts, and based off of an image that's already getting leads for somebody else. And then you get this prompt. And then what I do is I go over to this tool over here called Radaar, or not right. Sorry, not Radaar, Replicate. And I can create things. I use it for my thumbnails now. And I found a seed, which whenever you generate something like an image or video with AI, it assigns it a seed. And usually when most people are doing this, it just gets assigned at random. But if you go to like a log, most of the AI generators have a log and you could ask them what the seed is. You can just grab it right here, copy it. And then when you go back to generate something else, just make sure that you enter in the seed and it's going to be a similar style. But let me just go over and show you some of these actual images that I generated using this same exact strategy, using Replicate. And it cost me about $3 to train a model on my face as far as like processing power. So if you don't know what Replicate is, it's a way that you could rent CPU space on a remote server. So if you did want to set this up on your computer, you could technically do it all for free, just at the cost of electricity is really what it costs. But let me just go down, find one of the older ones since I've done other stuff since. Boom. Here's a good example. So here's these images that are doing really well for somebody else. And I took that prompt and it ended up giving me this prompt right here that I was able to drop into Replicate. I entered in my own seed that I like, and then it generates it. So I tell it to generate 4 at a time, because sometimes these don't come out perfect. And now when you ask for people to comment something, in my case, I just say comment yes. And then you're definitely going to want to go back and reply to these. Or if you're using like Facebook pages, you could use something like ManyChat to just automate the reply, and then it will send them into that funnel for you. But ManyChat does have a cost, so just so you know that that's not a free tool, but it does cost per Facebook profile. And in all honesty, I really do feel like as we move forward, AI agents are going to start taking over what that is. You can say, go to all of my Facebook profiles and my Facebook page profiles and reply to all the comments that said yes. So that's a good way that you could actually automate this. But now you create all of these images. And what I do is I create a CSV file. Remember, I told you in Radaar, I can create a CSV file. Now look at this. So here's for some reels. I got to update this with some new ones that I've done too. But here's these same images, and I scheduled every single one. I told ChatGPT, I said, give me 180 variations of this type of post. Want to see how AI pays you daily? Blah, blah, blah. Again, if you're doing a different niche, you could adjust this for your niche. If you're doing it slightly different, it will adjust for your niche. And then I have this little hack that I personally use. Where is it? Got to refresh this page. Let me see why it's acting all. There we go. I need to refresh it. So it gives me, this is the link to my landing page, which I do through High Level. Again, if you're doing it through any other platform, all good. I'm just using high level. And then I give it a Dropbox link. And here's a little hack that you could use with Dropbox if you're trying to do this and you don't want to spend any money. Now, you need to host the image. So if you take a Dropbox share link and it usually has a 0 at the end, if you swap it to a 1, it becomes a download link. So now I could just export this file that has 100. See, I did 180 days of posts. See, I did 180, 182 actually. And you hit file, download, CSV. And then when you go over to Radaar, you could just hit file, bulk upload, and you'd import a CSV, and you would just drop that file in here, and it would literally schedule 180 days of these image posts. So what I did is I just went to Replicate, and I would have an image that I liked. And I would have it remix it. I just told it anytime I say remix, slightly modify these different things, just slightly modify them. And I added that into the project's custom instructions. So it understood that every time that I say remix, just slightly modify things. So it gives me a slightly modified variation. Then I can just go back to Replicate, paste in the new prompt, and generate 4 more. And up to 4 would be good. You know, sometimes 1's only good, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. It just varies. And now I have these 4 images, up to 4 images, and cool. All right, now remix. Grab the prompt, replicate, paste. You know, then let me actually show you what it looks like when you're actually generating. It looks more like this. So you could edit this stuff, and you just hit run, and it would generate another one. So for instance, how about I'll just show you live right now. So here's this image. I'm just going to remix this image. I'm just going to go to the bottom right here and just show you it live. Boom, 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 boom. So here's actually a bunch of the text prompts that I did. So here's the text prompts for the images. But so remix this prompt, paste, boom. Okay, now it's going to remix the prompt. And this is just one thing. Like now I have 180 days of a prompt or an image post. And I also do text posts, and I'm also doing reels, and all of these things get automated and generate me leads. The reels also mention that link to my landing page. So if you haven't figured it out, like it's lead generation that gets people into my funnel, and then I'm helping them with things like this checklist. Like I'm not kidding. Like I'm literally putting this together and fine tuning this to help you. That's the whole purpose of this, is to help you, because this is the kind of stuff that is helping me personally, the tools that I'm personally using. And if you happen to use my affiliate link, then I get a recurring commission. And if you're like and then I also have my email list. So you're not just depending on the recurring commissions, but you are growing an asset with an email list, and you're doing it automatically over time. You're doing it like I could just technically not go live for the next 6 months, and I would still be getting leads. But I like hanging out with you. I enjoy this. So that's what I'm not trying to get out of that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and grab the prompt. And by the way, it does need to have your name at the very beginning, or whatever your trigger word is with replicate. It does take a minute to figure it out. If you do want to actually figure it, like here, I actually have, not that one. If you want to set up replicate, I recommend checking out Matt Wolf's YouTube channel. He did a really good tutorial. It's the one that I followed. It's about 4 months ago. If you come right here, I'll find it for you real quick. It shows him like in a Superman flying through the sky. It's only about a 20-minute. Seriously, go watch that video. It's the one that I watched. It's the one that got me to set it all up. And it saved me so much time. It works. It still works. There's a custom, you install a custom LoRa, which if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. It explained in the video, but you install a custom model basically onto Replicate that gets you these types of images. If you don't want to use these, all good. But take a look at this. So now I'm going to, I'll just start from the beginning. So this is the one that I installed. Luca Taco's Flux Dev Laura. But again, go check out the Matt Wolf video. It will show you how to install this. So I'm going to paste that prompt right here. And now I mentioned the seed. I'm just going to grab this same seed that I was using here, which it's right here. And I'm going to paste that in down here where it says seed. Boom. And now I always turn now we want one by one, by the way. Now I'm going to turn the prompt strength to 1. It starts at 0.8, but Matt Wolf recommended 0.8 or 1, and I've had really good results with 1. So there we are. And you could always just generate 1 image, but you could always generate up to 4 in a batch. And I always just do 4 because why not? I mean, I'm going to get 4 images. And there we go. And now this part right here, which says hugging HF_Laura string. There's this platform called Hugging Face, and it's free. And that's just where you're storing the model of your face. So you could just create a model, store it, and you just need to have a directory that it needs to reference. One thing to note, you do need to make the model public, just so Replicate can access it, just so you know. So if you want to make images, you need to have that. So I'm going to put in my directory. There we go. You want to use my face. So, and then one other thing that I like to do, I always just switch it from WebP as the output to MPEG, ping. Sorry, not MPEG. Ping. You could also use JPEG, but I just do ping. And now, all what I would need to do is hit run, and it's going to generate me 4 images. We'll see which ones are good. So, but remember, I remixed it. And once you get a good image, I would remix it like several times, and before I got the next image, and then mix them up. So now it's generating the image. It grabbed that same custom seed that I had right here, and it does kind of simplify the prompt because it's longer, but it grabs what it needs out of it. And see, it's generating. It does take a little bit longer to do 4 because it generates 4 before it shows you anything. So 1's already generated, 25, 29. There we go. Go. There we go. 50. And you could be hitting remix on the, like you could be going back over to ChatGPT and saying remix again when this is generating. 71. So you're going to see how many images just come out, get spit out. Almost there. There you go. So these are different, obviously I'm gonna probably end up just using these and scheduling these. So 3 AI tools changing the game. Comment yes to see how. 31 tools. Ooh. See, if I wanted to say I could use that technically, but I'm not going to promise the 31 tools. 3 AI tools changing the game. Comment. See, there's like a little glitch. Whenever you have text, it might be a little glitched, but 3 AI tools changing the game. Comment yes to see how. So for me, minimum, I could say this first one and this last one are great posts to get leads. And if you see what I did on, I'll just bring up a Facebook page. So this is one of the Facebook pages, and you could see the stuff that I am posting on here. Even new accounts, they post this, and it has the link to my checklist. You could also embed the link directly into the image if you like. That's another way that you could do it. And I do that for these shorts right here. So this is generated with AI and some stock footage using a tool called Descript. And it's really easy to just create these videos really, really fast. using the stock footage, and you don't even have to be in it. It generates the title, the description, or the title and the script, and then with the script, it actually creates the voiceover using the AI voice, and then all of the stock footage and AI generated footage is directly within that. Or you could also use stuff that is generated, like images generated with something like Replicate. But both of these things I'm scheduling out with Radaar onto multiple platforms. Go back. So go back to January. You see on multiple platforms, and we could see right here, this is the one that I was scheduling earlier. And now that's actually going to be, it's posting them to all these different spots because it's a big file. It's taking a little bit longer to get all of them, but it's got 2 left. And now let's see, I could even go, let's click on this one. I refresh, it keeps on logging me out, but it's letting me see it. It's public, but there we go. Now I have another account that has a video posted that I used as this was originally a live stream, which I used Descript to help me shorten it. And then I had it clean it up, and then I re-uploaded it both to YouTube. I re-upload it to Facebook. I re-upload it to now Blue Sky because I'm testing it out. And then I also can upload it to any other platform that I'm active on, because it's ends up being like lead generation. And some people are going to go to these links right here. I'm promoting what do you call it? Where's the thing? So I'm promoting the other platform. Did that only do one? I got to check that. Maybe it's only up to a minute. I got to check that. 1 second. So I'll look into that one on Blue Sky because I'm just testing it, but it does do the full videos here. Like if I hit refresh on this page, assuming it's the one that's been posted to already. No, that's not the one that's being posted to yet. There you go. So, but if you want to see how I'm actually doing the scripts for the shorts that are getting me leads, I can come right here to YouTube Shorts. Where is it? Short list videos. And I'm really utilizing projects in ChatGPT. That's like really, so now I kind of gave it a script that I liked. So I can go back to the top so you can see how I'm doing this for the, so I gave it, it's a long conversation I was having. I was giving it transcripts from some of my videos, so it gets an idea of the types of things that I'm talking about. Now, if you're not doing that kind of thing and using the same sort of transcripts that I am, or live streams that I am, you can just tell it what you want it to do. And by the time I get to the bottom, back over down to the bottom, now all what I need to do to create these scripts, which I try to keep them under 1 minute, because some platforms, they do want to go to like 3 minutes now, but I try to keep it under 1 minute, both to keep it engaging and also because some platforms are still at 1 minute. So I want to make sure that they classify as like shorts. And I tell it, all right, I'm going to go over 3 different tools. And one of them is always my landing page, or there's like these three things will help you make money with passive income with AI, or whatever your niche is. Now, like in this example right here, I said, I want it to be about, if I look at the actual, I said, I want it to be about the 3 things I talk about are AIprofitchecklist.com, which is my landing page. The next one I want to be Sora, which is an AI image video generator, which is created by OpenAI, and it is included actually with your ChatGPT subscription if you have ChatGPT Plus or above, which is $20 a month. So if you want to get some free image video generations and you already have ChatGPT Plus, there you go. You have all your footage. You can't clone your face into it, but you can actually do that using the images that you generated with, if you generate your images with your face in them with Replicate, and you go to runwayml.com, which is Runway Gen 3, which is, I think, in my opinion, one of the better ones out there. It's better than Sora, but that's a separate subscription. So, but the point is that neither of these things actually have affiliate links related to me. So my goal with this is just lead generation. And I just told it those 3 things, and it generated me a loopable script. So if you look at AI tools that can turn your ideas into cash, let's go. And first up, AIprofitchecklist.com, the free guide, and so on. So, and then next up, Sora.com, AI's most powerful AI tool that creates stunning videos with a simple prompt. And then third, Runway Gen 3. And you're seeing the pattern. And then at the end, if see how I said AI tools that could turn your ideas into cash, which they can, by the way. I'm not lying. I don't like clickbait. I don't like clickbait that doesn't follow through with the promise. That's just me. I like actually delivering on what I promise. AI tool generator that turns your ideas into professional videos. And then with tools like this, creating AI powered tools that make money. And that's why you need to know about AI tools that could turn your money. So you see, that's why you need to know about. It ends on a kind of a drop off. And then at the beginning over here again, it says AI tools that could turn your ideas into cash. And what I do with that is I just make sure that the last clip and the first clip are actually the same clip. And I just cut it. And then it just kind of, there might be a little hiccup in it, but it loops. It loops in circles. And a lot of times people might miss something. They want to see it. And then that helps on every platform when people watch more than one time on a short. It actually helps tell us, like, oh, this person watched 150% of the video, meaning they watched the video plus they watched it another time, or 200% of the video, they watched it whole time twice. That actually helps get the video pushed more and they watch it on loop. And it actually gets, when the algorithm sees that it's being pushed more, it's actually going to help. It's actually going to push the content to more people. So these are, once you have this, just have the conversation with this. And once you have this template, have a template that you like. It's so easy just to drop in whatever put your landing page, and then the other two tools that you want to talk about. Or it doesn't have to be, I just say 3 because that's what I'm doing. If you wanted it to be longer, I just think that if you do too much, it's going to make people, their attention span is going to be like loose. But try and make it infotainment, make it entertaining, engaging, but then also always drop your links. I get leads from these. So again, I'm just telling you what's working for me. You could say, I don't like this idea. Awesome. Do your thing. I support you. I want you to have amazing success. But this is what I'm doing, and it's working for me. And I've learned it from people that have been doing it longer than me, that have had even more success than I've had. So again, I want you to be successful. So like, I'm giving you the blueprint in my checklist. Again, that's the whole idea. AIprofitchecklist.com. I can monetize. I get email leads from that. And if people follow through and actually do things and they happen to click on the links, I'm telling you, they're affiliate links. I hope that you do that. If you want to support what I'm doing, go through those links. They don't cost you anything to go through those links. They help me, don't hurt you. And if you cancel, then I don't get anything. And most of them have free trials. But if you are making these types of videos and you post them consistently, again, don't be that person that says, oh man, I posted 3 videos and I'm not a billionaire. What? Like, yeah, I know. It's like, you got to post, you got to be consistent. You got to post over and over and over again. And that's the reason why I went to this and said, I don't want to think about ever missing a post. So I scheduled it out for 6 months. I scheduled it out for 6 months. So I don't have to think about it. And I used AI to help me generate 6 months worth of content. So now what do I have to think about on a daily basis? What's the new thing that I could actually innovate with? Now I'm constantly getting leads. I'm constantly growing my social media platforms. I'm growing on YouTube. I'm growing on Facebook. I'm growing on Blue Sky now is what I'm testing out. I could post, like I'm streaming right now, which is streaming to YouTube and X. And this way I could actually have time to do this and actually focus on these things versus me having to spend all of my time thinking about, oh, what's tomorrow's post going to be? What's tomorrow's piece of content going to be? I don't have to think about that. I could just have it scheduled out. And now if I want to do other things, I could focus on that. So I guess the bottom line of what I'm saying is, like, use AI to generate as much bulk content, high quality bulk content, and schedule it out for as long as you possibly can. And that content should always lead to something that is going to basically be something you control. Now, you could always send somebody to a Discord server. You could send somebody to a school community or whatever platform you're using. But if you're using a if if you don't capture their email, like, I guess you could always have people required to opt into your email autoresponder, or into your give the email if they want to join your school. That's one thing that you could require. Uh, I don't think you could do that necessarily with Discord, but there's a lot of platforms that require that, and you have to opt in. A Facebook group, you could always require somebody to have put in an email address in order to do that. I just find that by doing it separately, it removes some of the friction, and I've gotten more leads organically by not requiring somebody to download an app and join a community versus just asking them to opt into my email, and then I'll give them something. And I think that the bottom line is, give them even if you don't use this same exact template that I'm using with like a checklist, which I got this from somebody else. This was somebody else, and they told me to utilize it, and I'm telling you, you could utilize it if you like. But I don't know why that's all formatted weird. There we go. Uh, but you could utilize the same thing, but maybe you have a completely different lead magnet or freemium or whatever you want to call it, that's going to help this person get to a quick win. That's the thing. They need to get to a quick win. So if you could help somebody get to a quick win, and I feel like this checklist will, and I try to add in tutorials. Say you don't have all of the steps yourself. Look at this. This is not one of my videos right here. This is actually Chase Renners, who does Shinify is this YouTube channel, and he covers some of these are my links to YouTube videos that I've done. And so if you don't think, I can't against make a tutorial thing because I don't have all the videos yet, well, other people have probably already made those videos. Go and put together a lesson, and maybe it's the videos that you had to watch in order to figure out how to do something. Well, go and grab those videos that they're already out there that helped you succeed, and just share those with other people. And then you can attach your affiliate links. And again, I like recurring affiliate because, for instance, Go High Level. If I use Go High Level, then I get paid every single month as long as you stay subscribed. So you're going to get some income, you'll get, I'll earn from you, but only if you stay subscribed, and it's in my best interest to make sure you succeed that way. That's why I like recurring affiliate, because it's not recurring if you cancel. So I got to make sure that you succeed in order to continue getting paid myself. And again, just utilize. I know that everybody is probably thinking, oh, it's got to be this major, like, ChatGPT is going to have to, like, go out and it's going to create content, and you post it, and you mass post it, and it grows your email list, and and then it also sends people to something that is also monetized. I like to monetize anywhere I can. And technically, you can go this whole list and not click on one of my links, and you can just Google it and not even do any, like, give me the credit, which is all good. There's gonna be people that will go through those lists that you create, that you do, that will actually create the credit or give you the credit, and it always pays off. So I got to update this because they ended their giveaway. So Spotter was giving away $25,000, and the giveaway just ended the other day. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But go make sure that everything's good. So again, just want to go over, make sure there's not anything else that I wanted to go over on that. If you do like these types of videos where I actually just go over what I'm doing, the work that I'm doing, just again, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you do value these types of videos. And let me see. And I'm not sure, making sure that I get everybody's comments. Cool. I think that I got through all that, but if that's clear, let me know. And again, if you don't know, if you get lost in what I'm talking about, come and ask questions. Come and ask me what to do. You can just come to my school. Again, it's school.com/wealth on autopilot, completely free. I don't charge. I don't even ask you for your email when you come and join. Just come ask questions. It's a free community, and I'm happy. I really enjoy uh, teaching in public like this and helping people in public. So if you do have questions, this is the place to go and ask me, or right here in the chat while I'm live. So either when I'm live, otherwise I could always do one-on-one stuff. But hey, I'd rather help you, and I'd rather help everybody else that may watch this later by doing these as live, or anybody that jumps into my school and I'm able to help them. So again, yeah, I think that's basically my flow right now. And again, like, let me actually go over one more thing that I do. And this is not, I know I'm mentioning that I'm making it with ChatGPT, but one more thing that I am doing is right here. I'm going to share this example. So I'm going to change my tab real quick. It's one thing I get frustrated about with StreamYard is that I can't just like go through different windows really easily. Is this it? There we go. So I'm using a tool called Descript in order to repurpose a lot of my content. It's very, very helpful tool, like very helpful tool. I've used a lot of different editing tools. So let me just show you these two things. So like, here's one video, and this video actually did really well. And I streamed this one on December 31st or December 30th, I think. Yeah, so I streamed this on December 30th. I don't know why it's taking a minute to open, but there we go. So I streamed this on December 30th. And then what I do is I go into Descript, I drop the video back into Descript, and then I go to its underlord feature because they have an underlord. They don't have an overlord. We don't want the AI overlords. We want the underlords. And then you go to these two different things that I just clean up the beginning, and I make sure that anything that isn't relevant if I'm not live gets cut out. And then I just click on remove filler words. I don't know, is this this might be the raw. Let me just open up a new one real quick just so I can show you. So if I create a new composition, just so you could see what I'm doing, I'm going to drag. Where is that thing? Feel like it's the smallest. There it is. I just had to squeeze it a little bit. So a new composition like that. And then you could do something as simple as just drag that in there. And then I go to Underlord, and, I would clean up the beginning and maybe have to cut a few things out. But then I just go to remove filler words, because look at me. I said things like, I'm human. Don't give me a hard time. And right now, instantly, it was 101 hour and 10-minute video. Boom. It's going to cut out quite a bit of it, just like that. Of course, it goes slow when I'm streaming. Yeah, the browser is getting tired because I'm streaming from the same browser I'm trying to do this from. Okay, that seems like it's lagging. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's not wanting to be, it's not playing friendly with me while I'm streaming. But there it goes. So it now cut out 5 minutes of the video just by taking out my ums. And then I can go to edit for clarity, and I always do low, and I turn on AI speech and hit the check. And what it does is anytime that I upload it, it's using my voice as a sample, and I can hit submit, And now it's just going to clean it up. And this may take a minute, but now it's just cleaning up the video. And when that's done, look, it flagged all of this stuff. Now the video is 57. So it's shaved off 13 minutes of unnecessary things. If you could decide how much you want to actually watch through it and just see, there's a few parts that it thought that need 3 AI speech sections that it's regenerating. And there you go. Now I have this video. I can also use this to generate. Let me take a look at this now. Show notes, hit that. And you have some show notes if you'd like, as well as a whole bunch of tags, which you could use as bookmarks that actually help Google discover your videos. So now this is for the repurpose of your live. There you go. And now let me show you one more thing real quick. This is a different project. Gotta find the right one. These are some shorts that I was doing. And look, again, these are super simple shorts, combination of AI, stock footage and stock footage that is just included with Descript and background music as well as it generates the voiceover. So I generate a bunch of these. See, these are some older ones that I've done. That's the same one. There you go. So, and I post these, and you see, here's AI profit checklist generated with ChatGPT, pasted into Descript, generated my voiceover. And then I was able to just grab whatever stock footage or AI generated footage. Either a lot of it's just included right here. Look at this video. If you want to use GIFs to get stuff like I use that at the beginning of, not this one, I don't think. Oh yeah, no, not this one. So sometimes I'll use like a GIF if it will get people's attention. But 3 videos here. Here's AIProfitChecklist.com. More views fast. That's Spotter. And then this one actually only had 2, but you can go down this entire list of this type of video. It's really easy to make these. I think these take me about 10 minutes to make each. Generate the script, drop it in, listen to it one time to make sure it sounds good with the AI voice, and then from that point, just hit convert to audio, and then drop in your footage. Done. Then go to captions. Drop it in. And the reason why I have different slashes, every slash creates kind of like a different kind of scene piece in this tool. And the reason why I do that is because now, like, that's a little bit longer of a word. And sometimes I don't want the captions to get cut off. That's all. But yeah, this tool helps me generate these AI generated shorts that get me leads really, really easily. Really, really easily. And, there's even tools that could do this even faster, but I think these look a little bit better. And yeah, I mean, like, whatever you're doing, just do something. Hey, what's up, Jerry? Oh, thank you. You're killing it too. Appreciate you. But yeah, if you do like these types of videos where I'm just going over everything that I'm doing, again, just let me know, because I do enjoy just sharing. I do enjoy showing you what I'm doing. And again, I'm not just saying these things to, there's so many fake marketers out there, and they drive me crazy, and I refuse to be one of them. I won't be one of those people that just says something to get somebody to do something. This is literally what I'm doing. And I don't need to do this through YouTube. I could just do this the way that I'm doing it. I'm sharing on YouTube and X and in video because I enjoy helping other people. I enjoy showing people what I'm doing. So my challenge to you is just to take action in something, whatever it is, whether it is going and following the blueprint that I just gave you and taking that step by step and actually getting like results that way. Or if you have a completely different, you say, I don't like your plan. I don't like what you're doing, Jonathan. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do what I'm telling you to do. But my challenge to you is to do something. Like I saw somebody posted is, I can't do it today. I can't get started the next 14 days. That trial's too short. If you can't do something in 14 days, it's not somebody else's fault. That's on you. So you need to go do something. And the thing is, generating leads, however you do it, go and do it. I'm doing it this way because I love time freedom. I like being able to, like, after I finish this, I'm actually going to drive up to Big Bear because I have the rest of my day free because I have leads generating on autopilot. And I wanted to go spend time with my family in Big Bear. I'm going to go up there right after this. I'm going to once I'm done, I'm heading out to Big Bear. So just go and do something. And again, jump into my school if you have questions. I'm going live almost every single day, at least a couple times a week, and then repurposing those into other types of videos, including shorts and uploaded videos, because as long as it's modified, it can work on all those other platforms. Again, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I will see everybody tomorrow, and I'll post some pictures of myself up in Big Bear once I do that. So again, take care, everybody. Let me know if you have questions. Drop them in the comments, and head over to my school if you have other questions. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye.